Monday.
Nothing better than grapes.
And it's picked up to about 24 degrees quite quickly, and it's very difficult to cool down. So what we're doing is we're actually draining the coupons into the mash bin and pumping it through our tube mash cooler, just to bring it down to about 18 degrees Celsius. We obviously don't want it to run away from us. And this is
just different picks, or were they within the same bunch?
This is on the same bunch.
Yeah.
So this is the big problem with sweet wine. Obviously, is getting trying to determine what the ripeness is at the time of harvest.
And where do you dry these?
These are on the vine.
On the vine.
Yep. I think that's what makes Constantia what made it so special was it was a consistent style year in, year out. Just because of the prevailing southeasterly aspect. And I think also with Muscat in hot climates, Muscat can be very harsh and sort of unpleasant phenolics.
Stink bugs always do get it.
Yeah, no, a bit of terroir.
How do you...
But in a cool climate, it's quite elegant. You know, the Muscat characters are never very aggressive.
Stink bugs in here.
How sensitive, like with Muscat, with rot and with sour rot in particular?
It's well adapted. It's thick-skinned, so it's quite resistant to it.
And like when the muckies move in?
Muckies move. Well, that's the thing. We harvest that south slope. That tends to get sour rot because of bird damage, and then the sort of Drosophila come in, and that's when we can't kind of stop that from happening unless we use bird nets. So we
put that on the label, additives, muffins and stink bugs. Lots of them,
What stink bug, Greg? What the hell are you talking
Greg,
about?
stop eating. We've been wondering that all week.
Taste the stink bug.
That'll get into us tasting that.
Don't get him started.
That's one of the I think for me one of the kind of the amazing aspects of the story is that Van der Sel came along. He was certainly no viticulturist and made such a wise choice with respect to the variety, and he kind of understood the viticultural issues here, and possibly saw the benefits of Muscat as a variety and chose it. And if it had been solely Semillon or Chenin, it might not have made the wines that they made. So it was perfectly adapted to the site. And actually,
And do you think they were blended then? I mean,
there would have been. I mean, there must have been various varieties that were planted. But I suppose, on the other hand, to be fair, Botrytis only arrived in the Cape well after the disappearance of Constantia, the style. I don't know the exact date.
And these are never botrytised grapes?
Originally, they were never botrytised, no. So, despite the fact that it's a pretty thick-skinned variety and naturally resistant to botrytis, the original style wasn't a botrytis style. It came in towards the middle of the 1800s, I think. And what Orfo told me, he came here to visit our vineyards. It was an amazing visit. It was about a week before he passed away. And he was walking through these vineyards, and he had that Helder Wimblick, what I don't know if they called him, like a carrion moment. And he was so lucid, and he was just talking about so many things. And the one thing he mentioned was that botrytis was actually botanically not classified actually for the first time in the world in the Cape. I don't recall the year, but the botanist who named it Botrytis cinerea, that was made. They had been aware of it elsewhere. It was a kind of a fungus that they knew existed, but it was classified for the very first time taxonomically in the Cape. Yeah. I don't think I mentioned the one had a lot of stems in it. This one over here.
You do like desiccation something on the vine or not? There's no point.
We tried. Did the trials, kind of connecting the stems. It's not necessary.
Hop in.
Use this as a just to stabilize yourself.
Harrop gets down and dirty.
The Harrop Haka.
Ooh, good smell.
How many
Really get in there.
kept workings do you do?
We do
Kind of a bit sticky, I think. You do.
Yeah. We fill it out.
Phenolic's not a problem, eh? It's not all with the barrel, it doesn't
Beautiful. Just give you a... are harvested. They're tough little buggers. And now, if you feel them, they are nice and soft and broken up. So the next stage is to drain. And the wine that we drain out of this will go straight to barrel, and it'll just sit there. It probably might ferment a little bit, and then we'll press the grapes, and the remaining juice from the grapes will go to one of the barrels or to a tank, and it'll be incorporated into the wine.
Where's the yeast take? Was it
the farm came up, he bumped into the owner at the airport in Joburg, I understand. Painted the farm and wanted to sell.
Hy is al lank nie, ek het hom net nou laat reg.
The story goes, he said it was a Friday, he meet my lawyer's office on Monday morning, 9 o'clock, we'll sign, but I'm not going to have a conversation. They agreed a price, they met at the lawyer's office. And I said, okay, now I'll drop the contract. And Dougie said, you're not dropping up any contract. He said, yes, now. And forced the lawyer to just wipe my hand. Best investment.
Wat jy wil sien. Ja.
They're running to get enough for there were a couple of things. It was Beacon 5 was a -10 and a red grape. And then the beans. Funny. I don't know if you've seen wineries where there are beans, where there's Pinot Noir, there's red beans. It doesn't
The way is, but this is pretty good.
so
We're more the Atlantic side.
This was.
We look over the Atlantic, but
Yeah.
this is also the Atlantic.
So you
We've been